You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, punch the subscribe button, like, comment, and as always, all the audio from all of our videos is available wherever you get your podcasting from. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Rumble stream every single week, unless I'm going to get my wife out of the hospital. Yes, that's right, guys. I appreciate all the well wishes. So does she. She is out and she is home now, and we are back in business. And the business is making videos and talking about sports. So let's get right to it. In this case, we're going to talk some Tucker Carlson. You might be like, wait, what? That's right, some Tucker Carlson, because it seems that Brett Favre and many other people out there agree with this, because Fox News' ratings, particularly in Tucker Carlson's old 8 p.m. time slot, are, well, straight trash, homie. They're gone. They're non-existent. The ratings are shit. That's right, for Tucker Carlson's old spot at Fox News. A lot of people boycotted it. But before we get into this, I'm going to get into this other thing, because on this show, we are on this channel, and on the main channel, the bigger channel, we're vocal. We like Pat McAfee, okay? I like Pat McAfee. My God, he's in the WWE, for crying out loud. Who doesn't like Pat McAfee? He's very likable. He's got a great show on YouTube. It's a great podcast. And he was hit with a lawsuit by Brett Favre. Now, I've been very vocal. I've always been a Brett Favre guy, a Brett Favre fan. He was one of my top 5 NFL players of all time, top 5 favorites. I don't know whether Brett Favre is guilty of anything involving this in Mississippi or not. All I know is there is some politics at play here. I don't know, okay? This was one decision that I thought was a black eye for Brett Favre, and that was suing Pat McAfee for having discussed this situation when, frankly, 200 places discussed it. Well, Brett Favre has dropped that lawsuit against Pat McAfee. I think that was a really good idea. Both Brett Favre and Pat McAfee have made statements on this. In fact, as you can expect, Pat made a video. So we'll play that video in just one hot second, and then we will get to Brett Favre calling for a boycott on Fox News. Brett Favre, this is TMZ, and we got some Newsweek. Brett Favre just confirmed he did indeed drop his lawsuit against Pat McAfee, saying, quote, "I'm happy that Pat McAfee and I settled this litigation. I like Pat said," Favre said in a statement on Twitter, quote, "he was attempting to be funny and not commenting based on any personal knowledge. We both much rather talk about football." Pat McAfee says he's no longer fighting with Brett Favre in the courtroom. The media personality claims the NFL legend is withdrawing his lawsuit against him. Favre initially sued the ex-Colts punter in February. Allegedly, McAfee defamed him when he spoke on his Pat McAfee show earlier this year about Favre's alleged role in a welfare fund scandal in Mississippi. Specifically, Favre took umbrage when he claimed that McAfee said on air that the former Packers QB was, quote, "stealing money from poor people." McAfee strongly denied that he was defaming Favre with any of his comments about the scandal, and pushed back against the Hall of Famer's suit at nearly every turn in the case. Finally, on Thursday, McAfee said Favre agreed to drop the case. Let's listen to Pat Mack on this right here.
Welcome to my casa. As many of you know, Brett Favre sued me over statements that I made about him on this program. As I confirmed in my court papers, and I repeat here, my statements expressed in comedic style were based solely on public information and allegations. As I previously stated, I respect the hell out of Brett Favre, the football player, and his Hall of Fame career on the field, and I have no personal knowledge about any case involving Brett in Mississippi. I am pleased to report that based solely on me again clarifying these points now, With no settlement paid, Brett is withdrawing his suit against me. I would much rather talk about sports than about lawsuits, so I'm glad we have all of this behind us. We now move on.
Okay, so Pat McAfee, who was very vocal about the fact that he was going to fight this, and I don't blame him. I mean, come on now, Brett. Free speech. I'm all for it. Everybody was talking about this case. Everybody. And people was just reporting on it and giving their opinions. Just like Brett is giving his opinion on Tucker Carlson with this. The famed NFL player Brett Favre on Monday added his voice to the chorus of conservatives calling for a Fox News boycott in the wake of Tucker Carlson's abrupt departure. Carlson, who has hosted the hugely popular Tucker Carlson Tonight since 2016, parted way with the conservative news network. We use that term loosely with Fox News now. The Rhino News Network, there we go, I cleaned it up for you, on April 24th for the reasons that have yet to be officially disclosed. Reports since then have suggested that a recently undiscovered racist text message, written by Carlson in 2021 may have prompted Fox officials to take action. You've got to be joking me, Newsweek. Okay. Other observers have cited a lawsuit from a former staffer alleging that Carlson fostered a misogynistic workplace. Good God, they'll come up with anything. The former host himself has not addressed the matter. Yes, he has. Outside of a video in Twitter in which he did not give any details about his departure from Fox. He said he would be back soon. He has since announced that he will have a show on Twitter. Well, Megyn Kelly, of course, has come out on Tucker's side, and now Brett Favre has as well. I'm with Tucker. Time to boycott Fox until they come to their senses and let the man speak. Well, it's too late for that, Brett Favre, because people are turning Fox News off. Fox News is becoming the Bud Light of news broadcasters, in case you have not noticed. I mean, enter Dylan Mulvaney and out go Bud Light customers in record fashion. Like I talked about earlier, Tucker Carlson went from 3.5 million viewers down to about 1.5 in that time slot, or Fox News did, when they took Tucker off the air. We know Tucker is now coming back on Twitter. Why? Because he's got a much bigger reach on Twitter, and, well, it wasn't that long ago, about a month ago, that him and Elon Musk had a lengthy sit-down. By the way, Tucker came out with a video 2 days ago, and in about 18 hours, it had 95 million views. He's not going to miss Fox News whatsoever. Zero. Zilch. Out of there. He's got Twitter. I'm sure there will be a corresponding podcast, and I called it, or I'm going to call it. He's going to give Joe Rogan a run for his money as the #1 most reached voice in the United States by anybody that ends up doing a podcast. It's going to be Tucker if anybody catches Rogan. Tell me what you think. Black and White Sports 2 supporters, peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.